Good morning, this is Johnson 10 Morning News. I'm reporter Destiny Cox.
And I'm reporter Caitlin Pepper. What a beautiful morning, don't you think?
Yes, indeed.
And coming up after this short break is the life of a former Marine, Josh Petersen.
So stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
What part of the military were you in?
I was in the United States Marine Corps.
Why did you want to join the military?
I wanted to join the military to serve my country and to help other people.
Why did you want to be in the Marines and not Army, Air Force, or Navy?
The Marine Corps, to me, is very honorable and something that's very difficult to achieve. So I decided to try the Marine Corps because it was the most difficult and it was the hardest to become a Marine. And being a Marine, it's something to be proud of.
Do you ever wear, or what kind of uniform?
Oh, do you have a uniform?
I do. I think there's 4 different types of uniforms. I have a Class A, a Class B, a Class C, and the utilities. So my Class A's is the ones you probably see on TV, where they have the Marine with the white hat in the dark,
Yeah.
and he has the blue pants.
Yeah.
Like it's really sharp.
Sailor outfit kind of.
You know, that's a Class A, and then the Class B is a little different. It's green, and then there's another one, and then there's the utilities. The utilities is the one that looks like your camouflage kind of, and that's the one with the hat, and you got to wear your combat boots and stuff like that. Right.
What was a typical day if you weren't fighting in the war?
Well, so there's 2 things. There's when you're in the field and you're training, and then when you're back at your barracks and you're training back at your barracks. So like when you're out in the field, that's when you're out in the bush. You'll be out there for like a week or 2 weeks. And then you shower with baby wipes and stuff like that. So there's no showers. And then there's back at the garrison or back in the barracks. That's when you kind of have your own bed, just like you guys do now. You have your own bed in your own room. Like when you go off to college, you share a room. Well, same thing with us. We have 2 or 3 guys that will share a room. So we get up at whatever sunlight is, before sunlight. We get up and we do however many mile run we want to do as a platoon or as a squad. We go for a run, we come back, and then we call it chow or breakfast. So we go to breakfast, and we come back, and then we do our training for the morning, and then we'd have lunch and do training in the afternoon, and then we'd be done at 5 o'clock.
During the time you were in the Marines, did you do a tour of duty in the Iraq War?
I did do a tour in the Iraq War. I was deployed after 9/11, after the Twin Towers collapsed by the terrorist attacks. We were deployed to a staging area in Bahrain, which is a small peninsular island off of Saudi Arabia. We were deployed there. It's a staging area to infiltrate Iraq.
They're like cliche drills like you see in the movies where they have to like jump through all the tires and go in the mud and underneath all those barbed wire.
I had to do that, yep. Where they crawl through the mud and underneath the wire and go through all kinds of obstacle courses, and sometimes it's really, really cold. And I remember one time that we were in basic training and we had a night op. The night op was actually like 4 in the morning. So 4 in the morning in California, it's really cold. And we all had to go through this course. Well, the beginning of the course, there was a barbed wire fence, and then right underneath the barbed wire fence, they dug a hole underneath there, and then they filled it full of water. So just your nose, your face, and then you had barbed wire fence right here. So you couldn't stick your head out of the water. It had to be right here. So you had to breathe right through there, and then the barbed wire fence was over your face. Well, at 4 in the morning, and it's cold, it's cold water. So when I got into it, you ever jumped in really cold water before and it takes your breath away?
Yeah.
That's what I did, and it was cold, but it was fun.
Would you encourage other men and women to join the military?
Yes, I would. I would very much encourage that.
Why so?
It's an opportunity for someone to grow and to learn about themselves and to give service and to give charity to others without them giving back to you in return. And it's an opportunity for you to know and to grow as a person in life and to know kind of what people have done for you throughout the years. Like people before me that fought for my freedoms, and then people at your age, you would know that people like me and people before me and people before them have fought for their country, so we could stand here today and listen to classes or sit in our schools